Good evening. So we're about to do the song commentary for Superstar. This evening I am going over the Superstar song commentary. So I guess we should just get started. I'm actually skipping the top two tracks because those are just tambourine and sleigh bells. It's not very interesting, but so the real backbone of this track was this little thing here. I can't really remember what it is, but I did this, oh god, I wish I could remember, but it's something that I reversed and stretched in Logic, and it wound up sounding really wobbly and goofy. So I used it, but I can't for the life of me remember what it came from. So there's that. And I think it might have been a drum brute. Actually, no, that does not look to me like it's reversed. But I think it was from a drum brute impact thing that I used. So that's kind of the backbone of the whole song. It goes all the way through. And then this is the impact 2 running through the Moogerfoger cluster flux, right? And with a song that pretty, you know, you have to have something really gnarly under it, I feel like. And it gets really kind of unstable towards the end. And I just really found that impact is really good for really gnarly drums. It's hard not to use these two together. Anyway, so we're on to reverse gnarl, and I've got the Logic delay popping on here. Right, but on its own. I didn't really mean to do that. And I didn't trim it or anything because I wanted that clip on the end of there on purpose. So all of this, again, is battery because I really wanted the sound of a Linn drum and I don't have one. So I just used the fake Linn in battery. You'll probably notice this. That little print sounding thing. If I recall correctly, it is it's the so-called side stick on the Linn that is pitched down. That's why it sounds like that. So this is the last thing that I did with my Wasp before I sold it. Here it is. So it's really got a very beautiful filter. I am so going to buy another one. I know that I've told myself that I don't need all these fucking mono synths, but I think I do. Sounds really, really good. But as you may notice, see, there's a lot of low-endy shit going on in here already. So I did put a channel EQ on it to roll out a lot of the low end. This is what it sounds like without the low end. Or with the low end, I should say. So there's that. In case you're wondering what the licking sound is, it's her being a bit aggravated. She's incredibly impatient at the moment. even though it is labeled incorrectly, this is a glockenspiel out of the Contact player. And yeah, it's not terribly interesting, but I'm going to play it anyway because it really kind of added a lot of sadness to the song. I find glockenspiels to be one of the most melancholy, incredibly depressing instruments ever. So, Synthorchestra, which of course is this little guy over here, which I use for a ton of stuff. And this is just, it's not even being run through anything, it's just the piano. No, actually, I think it is being run through the Eventide space, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it is. So there's that. That little drone is actually, that high drone is being caused by the Eventide. So let's get on to the vocal. It's comped a little bit here. I think I did 2 takes. Long ago, and oh so far away. Ooh, honey, not doing it today. Ooh. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen. Fell in love with you. What's with the vocal fry? Oh, guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. And I'm a massive Karen Carpenter fan, and I thought it might be interesting to just submerge myself in her ghost. I don't know what else to say about it. Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you. Okay, and then I double tracked it to really get that old school Carpenter's Beach Boys vibe. Loneliness is such a sad affair, and I can hardly wait to be with you again. All right. This is just, anyway, just a very melancholy song. Of course. Love you, I really do. I love you, I really do. Yeah, you heard one of them kind of sing the wrong note. But, this is actually a really difficult song to sing because, especially if you're doing it in her style, I'm almost like basically doing a sound-alike of her. I have a very similar vocal quality. I'm not as good of a singer, but I have just kind of a similar tonality to my voice, so I took advantage of that and thought it'd be interesting to lay it against an electronic backdrop, or whatever I am. I don't really consider myself electronic. I don't know what the fuck I am. But anyway. So, yeah, so with this type of singing, it's really difficult because it takes an awful lot of really micro control when you're singing. And by that, I mean very delicate landing on the notes, very deliberate type of singing that is difficult because this is also on a very low end of my range. So it's hard to do. It took me a long time to get this part right, that I love you, love. It's hard to do that. There's some shit that I can do quite easily, and this is not one of them. So let's go into we have some backing vocals, and the beginning, which I really dig, is the which I thought might be nice to have a sort of easy listening vibe. That I kind of wanted it to sound like a sample, but it didn't. It just kind of took on another life, as things usually do. When I have a set intention, it usually just fucking goes a different direction. I'm sure you guys can relate. Okay, so, you know, lots of reverb, all unison as well. Until we get to the end verse, there's a lot more shit going on in the end, which I'm going to play now. I know there's a better way to do this, but I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't taken the time to really learn Logic very well. I'm like, all right, what do I do to get started? I don't give a shit about anything else. No, that's not true. I just don't care that much about technology. I just want to get my stuff out. But technology's cool. That's a shitty attitude. Okay, anyway, let's go over here. So, yes, these are all vocals. And in fact, this is much, much more laid back than what I would normally do. Okay. Kind of sounds like my sound card is shitting the bed at the moment. There's a little glitch going on. One more little thing I'm going to show before we close is this middle backing vocal, and I'm going to play it with the lead. So is such a sad affair, and I can hardly wait to be with you again. What to say to make you come again. Oh, naughty. Okay. Yeah, y'all, so that's about it, really. Heavy on the backing vocals. Yeah, shit. So that's that. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you later.